All right, let's see if I can sit up here, knocking everything over. Oh yeah. All right, this evening I was out here, got home and hung out with the girls for a minute, and then came out here to cut some logs on our place that had failed. But I wanted to share something with y'all. As I was out there, what I'm handling down here is just some cuts, some cross cuts on these trees. I'm gonna bring these back to the girls so they can play with them a little bit. But something that most people don't know, as you can see here in this larger diameter cross cut, there are rings in here. And can't really see them very well right now, but if I put some water on here, the rings will really pop. This water just dolls them up. But what I want you to focus on here and learn is pretty neat. Most people don't realize this, but each one of these rings, they say, is a year. You can count the rings to determine how old a tree is, but they don't understand the rings. What I want you to understand is that each one of these rings, there's a wide ring, and then there's a little tiny ring. And people count them, they don't count wide, little, they just count that as one ring. That's the color of the ring. The start of it is the wide part, and the end of it is the little part. But what these are different areas, different seasons. Basically, in the wide spot, that means this outer edge grew a lot. It grew out, grew bigger a lot. That was the spring and the summer period, the time in which it's absorbing as much moisture and as much growth as it possibly can. And then come wintertime, it slacks off, it rests, it relaxes, and that's your dark ring, the little ring, the little bitty ring. Because see, in the wintertime, there's not much growth. It's trying to sustain, trying to survive, trying to make it to the next spring so that it can get its big growth. So the majority of this is wide growth. Without the wide growth, you're not a tree. But without that little growth tying everything together, the little growth is where it grows real slow, real dense, becomes compacted together. It grows real strong, real firm. It's what holds this all together. So as you're looking at a tree next time, realize that wide growth is the summer and spring, but the little one is the winter. And then to compare this just to life in general, the life of this tree is made up of seasons, every one of them. A season, a time in which it's growing, and then it's slow in growth. It's growing fast and big, and then it's slow in growth. There are times in life where you're going to grow fast. You're going to do very well. Your income's going to increase. Your spirituality is going to increase. There's going to be times when your relationships are going to increase. You're going to gain friends. You're going to gain a wife. You're going to gain children. And then there's going to be a time when it all kind of slacks off and you're secluded into yourself and you're not gaining financially. You're not gaining spirituality. You're not gaining relationship-wise. But understand that there's coming a spring, and you got that to look forward to. You don't have to worry about it. It's coming. And if you could cut yourself in half and look across the years, you'd say, man, if it weren't for all them springs and summers, I wouldn't be as big as I am and as good as I am, or as financially stable as I am, or as wise as I am. But if you don't look at these winters too, that's who makes who you are as well. Hope y'all learned something.